Say what? Allow me to introduce the founder of the 714 method. Allow me to introduce Mr. Mashaya Humble. Please let's welcome him with a big clap of hands.
Right, so morning to everyone. So I hope that you're well. So while we're waiting for the PC to go on, I'm just gonna roughly start. So there were immediate changes based on the actual time of the seminar. It was supposed to start at 10, and then there were changes now. It started at 9. So thank you all for arriving on time and adjusting to the changes that were made. So the adjustments based on time is because of commitments, as I have updated you from yesterday and also today. Before today, the task that I had was one-on-one sessions that I arranged. And I got here on Wednesday for the one-on-one sessions for those people who need special attention, So some people have like deeper problems, You need to start on the Bible side, go to the spiritual, You give them cancellation. About they grow up without parents, you need to cancel them on that part. Up or cancel them on umjolo. So it's a lot before you get into Forex. So that's why I got here a bit early. But I was like very disappointed because there's only one person who actually confirmed the one-on-one session. Hence, I was here on Wednesday, and then on Thursday, I went back to Durban early in the morning. I went back to Durban, and then I came back in the evening. So that's how my trip has been. Yeah, so then I ended up canceling everything. Even that person, I haven't paid, but I told them I'm going to refund them because after this, I will not have time to actually sit down and be able to address them, right? So with all that being said, keeping time is the most important thing. Time is money. So everything that personally I do is based on time. If you disregard or disrespect the actual time, then many things fall apart. As a person, you must have a structure. Very much important that you have a structure of which you work by. Sometimes you can see a person as they are and assume that they have no actual physical structure that they're operating under. But if you check well through the pages, you can see that they do have a system that they work by. So that is very much important because as humans, generally in life, you cannot be a random person. If especially you are living a work-life sort of lifestyle, you know that you have a routine that you live by on a day-to-day basis, and you have a system that you are following to keep up, and so that it doesn't exhaust you as the actual person. So, with that being said, I would like to welcome you and thank you for actually coming. So most of you may regard a seminar as a crowd and cheering and all of that. A seminar is not an entertainment lesson. The success of a seminar is not determined by a full venue to the front. There may be full people here only to find that I'm only speaking to two. As a result, I'm going to do what I'm doing, disclose what I'm disclosing, but afterwards you'll have people asking the very same questions of which I have replied to during the course. In as much as I say I'm not a musician, but most of the time I find myself repeating the same tunes. So it's bad. It's very bad. Mambela was just in case someone phones and whatever. Okay, so I will start with the introduction. My name is Kutro Chikwedu. Just kidding. My name is Mashaya Albert Mtetwa. Those are my full names. M.A. Mtetwa. I come from a place called Watuguza, which is in Stenga, north of Durban. North or south, angazi angenzange geography. So that is where I come from, and I'm in Sentin for these seminars. So likely most people, they actually know Mashaya from right now going forward. But when did I actually start trading? I know most people, they often ask that question. And my answer is, how much will that make you? That is always my answer. But today, luckily, I will give you the background of it. I started Forex trading back in 20. I heard of it while I was in high school. And then 2017, when I was in college, then one of the guy also came back to me and spoke about it. Like, hey, there is something like this. I was in school's representative, so he wanted me to teach it in the campus. So in terms of the arrangements, the management was like, no, very skeptical about it. Even myself, I didn't know better at that time. So as a result, we ended up canceling. So after some time, hey, voice yami, ngisajwayele ukukhuluma. Ngiyaphazamisa. Ngingakwazi ukufocus. So that's why I started with the actual trading being introduced. And then after that, 2017, 2018, I was doing what is it? In-service training. So I was doing in-service training and then like kind of sort of building up the consistency, checking up with what is this thing and how does it work, making profit here and there. Because when you make that small profit, eventually that's what motivates you to like keep on showing up, keep on showing up. Continuing with that year, it's like up and down, moving from one broker to another, one strategy to another, and all of that from 2018, 19, 20, 21, it's been like 3 years of losses. And then, not that like strict losses, but you win here, you win. So that's what like keeps the fire burning. That's what keeps you going as well. So after COVID, when was COVID? 21 or 2020? Then, after trying out so many things, after trying out so many things and blowing accounts, moving from one strategy to the next, then I ended up now, like I lost to a point whereby I didn't know what to do now. So I lost to a point where I would just sit and just look at the charts. No emotion, reaction, no execution, no nothing. Just look at the chart. And then in my mind, it's like, what is it that I'm looking for actually? So could that be anything that I'm always looking at the chart that I'm not seeing? Is there an amount of precision that we are missing. So it later came to mind, while I'm at this break-even point, let me look for specific things that I can find in the marketplace. Mind you, this is like my last point. Last point, because I've had losses for years, over a period of 4 years now from starting trading, and nothing seems to work. So I did my follow-up checking, see if I could be luckier. And then I was like, let me look for specific things that are actually happening on the market on a day-to-day basis. So I did that. And after that, I looked at the market in terms of times. I was studying the market every hour, looking at it, not drawing anything, not marking, just observing, watching the market do its thing. So after a few, I think like a week or two, then I was able to pick up some things that were happening basically, specifically every hour. So I took the notes down. At first, it was like so much notes. I had like 3 exam pads which I was writing on. And then after that, my throat, guys, sorry about it. So after that, then I started summarizing these notes that I was making from what I've been picking up. Because even at that point, it was a lot of information. So I was like, I want something that is so realistic that is not going to give me so much pressure. Because I have tried efforts, it didn't help. Effort by sleepless nights, you're trading, you're analyzing, you're doing all of that, marking. And then I have also wasted a lot of money. I have wasted a lot of time in follow up with that. So now I was looking for something that I can see without marking or drawing anything, like just keep it alight. So from that point, then that's why I picked up most of the stuff. So as I'm doing this, I'm using the notes that I create, and then I'm picking up the things. So the more I read the notes and contrast, the more I keep breaking down to actually what really works. So now, I ended up noticing that most of the time, with what I figured out, most of the time when I trade, I lose more in the morning, but I make money in the afternoon, right? And I tend to win little or less in the afternoon as well, or in the evening. So I was like, oh, okay. So now basically, I have to wait like 7 hours. I have to do this because now I have no choice. I have to wait 7 hours to trade at 1, and then 4 candlesticks is basically gives me what I'm looking for. So that's the actual 714. Knowing that regardless of how much busy you can try to be in the morning, analyzing the charts, drawing trend lines, using whatever indicator, detailing the charts, it's useless. You're just applying effort. But the market will do what the market has to do at 1. So why waste the time? Why worry? Why stress myself more? Whereas I can just wait, do nothing. And then when the time is right, I go into the market, I take what is mine. Even better. So from that point onwards, my discipline improved, my precision improved, my stress levels dropped, very much important, and then I was more focused. Why? Because I knew what I'm looking for in the charts. So not only what I'm looking for, but I'm looking for specific things. If I never posted my picture, hence, and I'm hosting a seminar, all you ever see is the 714. And then like, yeah, 714, I'll be incenting. You coming here, you don't even know how the person looks. Yeah, so you would be very skeptical because you're coming to a place whereby you're not even sure of the person you're looking for or you're going to. Yeah, but knowing what's, oh, this is him. Yeah, some were even able to recognize me since I got here early when I like going to places, maybe hotels, some are at work. So they were able to recognize why, because I post myself. So imagine now having that perception in the chat way that you know what you are looking for, right? So when you open the chart, what you're looking for is going to be there. Sometimes it's hard to find something that you're not looking for. How do you find it? Because now you don't know. So it's all just random price action. That's what most people see in the marketplace. And one thing that I've understood with people is that They are always trying to configure and find something about the market, but they never really look at the market for what the market really is. As soon as they open the charts, they just want to put makeup. Yeah, bo? So they just want to put makeup on it. That's what I'm talking about. So the point is, you can have a lot of information, but does that information help you? You see? And sometimes having a lot of information puts you array, like it puts you off route. Having too much information makes you an indecisive person. Hence, you come here, some of you do have a background in trading. That's why some of the inboxes are like, I know 50%. And I'm like, how do you calculate that? How do you calculate that you know 50% of Forex? Because even myself, I don't know how much I know. You know. So I know people, they often say that just because they want a discount in price, or they just, so like, no, I just want you to help me here and there. Understanding that information equals results. As long as the information is wrong, you will keep losing. You will keep losing, 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 losing. And the more you lose time, you lose money, you lose confidence, you lose trust altogether. So as a result, Forex trading is a scam. It's not. You just follow the boy who bought a Golf 7, but it's a sequel up. Now, most people, they are being inspired by other people of which they've seen are for them. You know how this Forex trading lifestyle. There are some very good people that I know that are actually living it as reality. But most of the time, those guys, they don't do this. So people who are really bragging, it's, I don't know, but real money makes you confident rather than, hey, look at me. You understand? Real money makes you confident. You love yourself. You have more confidence in yourself and how you move and how you do things. But if you don't have money, you're always trying to prove that you have money than other people. And you're trying to show. But you don't make money moves. It's always like, look at me, I can, you know. So typical, if we tend to look just like within the previous 10 years, counting from last year, how many traders have came up and fall, like had a short fall? Many. Especially those who motivated you to come into the game. They now nowhere to be found. Why? Because they did not understood the market for what the market is, but they only came and saw an opportunity in taking people's money. Because eventually, if I'm going to take anyone's money or try to get as much money from people as possible, eventually that will catch up with me. I will have the prime of my time, take all your money, spend it on good things. Strip club, for example. Just kidding. So, there is a time whereby people are now seeing you, recognizing you. They take you take their money, you spend it on things, on cars, alcohol, lifestyle, clothing, branding, traveling around. You know, trying to prove to people who to earn you have money, right? So in that time while that is happening, soon later, it all depends on how long will you maintain it. You can have it, yeah, good, but how long can you maintain it? You can buy a sport car, Ferrari, whatever you want, but the question is how long can you maintain it? You know, driving a Polo, the brake pads or the service kit is about 3,000. But when you're driving, for example, a BMW, that's an example. That's an example. So the service may be like 6 grand, so double the price. So some of the things you may have, but the question is, how long will you maintain it? Are you here to trade, learn to trade, make money, then enslave yourself? Or are you here to trade, to make money, to free yourself? Guys, let's be honest. You know I'm a shit guy, right? I don't have time to beat around the bush. Fuck is fuck with me. Yeah, bro? Straight talk. We are not here. You are not here because you love me. You are not here because you want. You are here because you don't even love Forex. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You are not here because you love Forex. You are here because you want to buy a new car. You are here because you want to buy a house. You are here because you want to start a business. You are here because you have your own ambitions. That's the end goal. And Forex trading, it's the transition. It's not because you love Forex. It's not because I love Forex. It's the things that comes after that I want. Yeah, but so, why should I beg you? Like, please learn Forex. Fuck off. Yeah, well, that's the truth. Yeah, and people will be like, no, but now you need to be nice, you need to be... How many people have been nice in your life and how much have you made? Nothing. They respect you, yes, some people, they threaten me with age. And yeah, well, but guys, you need to be honest. And one thing that I would really love you to have is honesty up within yourself. You need to be honest with yourself. You know where honesty with yourself helps? When you take losses in this game, because that's where shit goes down. You make money, then you hit a loss. So if you can't accept, and if you're not happy with yourself and confident in yourself, that's going to beat you up. But once you develop the fuck off mentality, you're like, whatever. That is the only way. You heard on the last NFP that we were trading live. I took the trade, like I followed my rules, and then during the live, I said, this is what happens when you are not grateful. This what I did. I took the trade, and people saw what happened. I blew the account. By delivery, it was 10,000. Yeah, it was a lot, but yeah, but so I blew that account live. Why? Because I'm trying to show the lesson behind. No, Pelanyenzi Lizol. I think I made about 13,000. So that's mitigate. How much you made? Exactly. So now, doing this, being honest and open to yourself and truthful to yourself, that is what's going to help you make the money and make you to stand against losses. But if on each and every time you take a loss, you want to be petty, talking, well spoken of, oh, I'm cool, I sorry, bye-bye, so next time. Hey, Ayla. Yeah, we still how many years? Because this is not the once off and end session. This is where we start, actually. So how long should I send you motivational videos? It's better to tell you to fuck off. Just once. Yeah, well, so now you are able to take it upon yourself. So this is where we are. This is what should be done. We're not here to make money off friendships. We're not here to make money on looking at me. We're not here to do all of this. We're here to make money from the information that I understood, that of which I've used for myself. And for me, in as much as you guys know and follow me, there is nothing you can come against me. What? Uzotin? Kandumus working at 714. I'm not really. Have you ever seen my book with the price tag? Unless it's a fake account. Have you ever seen any post with my book and the price tag there? $5.99. Never. Because I make money from the fucking markets. And you can try to do your own research. You can have nothing against me. I make money from the market. And that was a very good move. Why? Because I traded the market. I made the money. I built my house. I bought the things I want. I bought cars. And then when all was settled and done, I was like, hey, this is what I actually used. That's why I'm doing seminars now. It's like that. It's like that. And another reason behind me doing seminars, during and from when I started trading, I've always been an indoor guy. So I'm a granny's boy. I forgot to say that. I'm a granny's boy. So you know grandma rules. You don't go to your neighbor's house. You don't play around, all of that. Go to school, come back home. So I've always been that boy. Go to school, come back. So even after like I finished my matric, it was still the same thing. Then I did trading, still the same thing, my own space. So I wasn't really a much people's person, I'd say. So I've always been an indoor person. So now after doing most of the things, traveling, flying, driving and all of that. So I'm like, okay, feel like I've been in prison for a period of time now. How about I just free myself and then just go around? At least let me travel within South Africa, So in traveling now, I was like, while I'm traveling and seeing places, why don't I do educational seminars along the time? You know, rather than coming to Sentin and partying for a weekend, you know, go to Mavericks. Who knows Mavericks? If you don't know Mavericks, you don't know. You still need to work. You still need to work. So instead of going around, you know, alcohol, having fun, and all, so let me just make it an educational trip, basically. So this is all my tour of actually going around, seeing the country, and also going around having the fun. So now I'm here, Sentin, and this seminar was staged from the beginning of the year. That's why sometimes I get irritated and it's like, when are you coming to Sentin? I've been singing the same song since December. January, the poster was out for the full year. It's out there. So people, they don't pay attention. That's your other problem. You don't pay attention to things. Just like when I make videos. But man, you stay ziphele, uzuyiphinde. But when Mashaya says, hi guys, hey nango, yabo. But that's the info that's gonna make you money. Izinto ngeke kwenzele imali ngaphandle uyintombazana. Okay. So that's the type of content people want. That won't help them. So they stay longer there. But the most informative and educational videos, they don't stay there. Because most of the time I know I can't be always in Sentin when you want to speak to me. So most of the time I communicate indirectly by recording a video and putting it out there. And recording a video and putting it out there, that's indirectly make sure that you stay alight and you get motivated and you hang around, rather than you being in and out of the session, you know, because that is going to be a problem when. So it's better when you also follow up on other sessions. If I'm live on TikTok, you've joined in, that keeps the fire burning. There's my YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe on it. There's my videos there, seminars, just like this one, it's encoded. You will see the lives. So you go there, you watch my previous seminars. If you go to my YouTube channel, you go to playlist, right? Under playlist, you will see there, mentorship, donations, podcast, account inquiries, seminars, motivation, motivator, but motivation, 714 method strategy, live streams. So you watch those videos. You watch those. Why? Because that's where your money is. That's where your money is. Hey, nice. I'm pushing delete. So if you come here under play all, you can see them here. This was Port Shipston, part 1, part 2, part 3. So they're all in parts, because I know you guys are lazy. If a seminar is like 2 hours, because this one can possibly take like 4 hours. If it's long, you won't watch the thing. But it's series, yeah, within 6 months, we cut in 1 week. Because this series, series, episode iyodwa iba mhlawumbe 40 to 50 minutes. But yonke leyo nto uyibuka uyiqede within 1 week. Yabo? Ilokhu nje Kings of Joburg seniyiqedile nonke la. Kodwa iphume like 1 week back, kodwa seniyiqedile. Yabo? Wenze malini? Nothing. Saseyikweletini. Yabo? Uyakweleta. Ubroke. Funa kungene kahle. Funa kungene. Yabo. So invest. And guys, the most important part of this, you don't have to do this every day. This is a one task thing. You do it once, you master it once, and you make money from that information forever, lifetime. You only need to do it to a point where you understand it. Typical example, driving school, right? Most of you here have cars. If you don't, you know how to drive. Know how to drive. So, typical example, when you learn to drive for the first time, generally it takes you about 3 months to get the course, right? Going up and down. No, Antipela, you attend maybe once a week, 1 hour this week, and then you come back next week. So that's how most of their schedules are. So if you check that period net booking time, mostly it could be like 3 months altogether. But in terms of learning to drive itself, when they do that, it lengthens the period of you to attain your driver's license. Or let's disregard the driver's license, your driving skills. Because the first time you jump in the car, you start the car, it vibrates. I don't know, but it be my wins look. Okay, I see color. So, so now, when you start the car, it vibrates. So if you've never sat on the driver's seat, you get to be terrified because now the whole car, you feel the vibration is a bit higher. Yeah, but over time, as you keep coming and sitting, it's the vibration of the car calms down. You no longer pay attention to it. So what I want to say in terms of that point is, when you are learning to drive, if you follow that pattern structure that they have at the driving school, it may take you up to 3 months or 2 months to actually learn how to drive. But if I can give you a car for the whole day, just keep on testing, you will learn how to drive within 1 day. Or altogether, if you take the whole 3 months hours of you going to driving school up and down, if you take all of those hours and you summarize them, you count them with how many hours have I been specially attending, you'll find out that all fits in 1 day. You see? But all of that, it only registers in your mind once you understood that if you press the clutch and you put in a gear, as you release the clutch, this is how the car is moving. If it's half clutch, this is what it does. If it does this is how it. So all of those things, if I press the brake or it stops, if I accelerate, it goes forward. Or if I, so understanding one of those things, you need to do it to a point where it actually finally registers. And then from that point, now you can do it without focusing on even changing. I was automatic. Now, so now, understanding those things is simply me saying that you don't have to do a lot of work. So your mindset may tell you, hey, but this is a lot of work, I have to do this and do. No, it's not. You actually have to look at it the way that I'm telling you. So that is the only way it will be easier. So as you see here, these are all my seminars. That is where you should invest. This is the video 714 Method Mentorship Session 2. 714 Method PPI Live Trading. 714 Method Introduction Live. So watching those will help you stay alight. And one thing that I would like to request, clear your space. In terms of your space, clear your mind. Make sure that you delete all the Forex trading groups that you are in. Remember, hey, when are you following? What 10 you want you follow? A poster 50% on signals, you follow, you join. So please help me, oh Lord. At least let's do a probation period. For 30 days, delete all of those groups that you are following and follow what I'm going to be teaching you for 30 days. If it doesn't work for you, you can go back to your groups. You lose nothing by doing that. You lose nothing. But for me, if the 714 method is to work for you, you need to know the truth if it's working. If it doesn't, you need to know it doesn't work. Don't try to help it. That's why you'll see some of these young kids doing it there, and then they're drawing trend lines and say, no, the 714 method, this is how it's working. If it breaks, and then you're like, it's confusion now, because they're just using the brand name, and then they change the content. And even some idiots, they go back and say, hey, you explain it better than Mashaya. Like, how? Yeah, well, so that's why they say, like, here, you're explaining it better than Mashaya. How can someone explain something better than the actual person who is doing it? Yeah, well, why? Because that person is talking the way they want. People, they like prep talk, as I said. They love prep talk. So in doing that, that puts you under pressure and you get nothing. As I told you, the most important thing is to be the most realist person in the room. Be honest with yourself. Never lie to yourself. You can lie to the father of your child, for example. Okay, that's a bad example. So, okay, you can lie to the father. So you can. So you can lie about many things, but never lie to yourself. Because on this journey, it's all about financial freedom. So in order for you to be financial freedom, you need to be financial honest about yourself. So when you're losing, the only cure to greediness, because most of you, yes, you want to make money, but you want to make a lot of money now, right? Now, for instance, there's no swimming pool, it's no paving, it's no electric fence, noma ngayibona nge-Alexander, but asikho lapho. So you want those things. That is what you want end of the day. So, as I say, that is your end goal. The most important thing, when you make money, be grateful of what you make. That is the only way to kill greed. That is the only way to kill greed. Make something in a day. Accept something in a day. That is what is going to help you. When you make profit, make sure that you walk away. Just like people who work, what is this called? Maybe let's say you have to make 100 t-shirts in a day. When you're done making that 100 t-shirts, you go home. You have nothing to do. So in a while you want to be a hard work. Like, maybe I can get another what? It's 50 pips, that's all you got. If you want to make 1,050 pips, use 0.10. If you want to make 2,000, 0.20. If you want to increase the lot size, but the actual volume is the same. Specific thing that you're looking for on a day-to-day basis, something that is guaranteed. But the only way to kill greed is to be grateful. Take profits, not screenshots. Close the trade. And don't come here to listen to me just to watch and hey, mama, figure. That's not gonna make you money. The most important thing is execution. Execute. Take the fucking trade. That's what's going to help you. Because listening to this information and today, tonight, you are not practicing. Tomorrow you're doing nothing. The other day, it's going to lose out. It's going to come out of your mind. But the more you practice, the more you're getting, you don't get better at it, but you see it more. Because now people are confusing, hey, practice makes perfect. Yeah, how are trend lines doing? They are permanent, but they are not perfect. The more you practice something, it becomes permanent. So even if it doesn't work, it's going to become permanent. It's not going to become perfect over time. Practicing the wrong information doesn't make it right. You can practice it as long as you want. It will never work. Never. So, having said what I said, you need to learn to be grateful. That is the only way you kill greed. What I'm talking to you right now, it may not make sense, but this falls under the psychological parts of trading. So, it doesn't care. Women, we are the most emotional people. Doesn't work like that. It's only men of which you can manipulate with your tears. But in the market, it doesn't work like that. The market will do what the market has to do regardless. So you need to wait for it to actually come back. So the most important part that I want you to understand is understand what the market is most likely to do regardless. Whether you are sad, you are happy, you had the best day, whatever happened, you just get married, you just get divorced. So I'm part of it. So whatever just happened, the market will remain B. If you know what you're looking for, regardless of the storm, you will see it. You will see what you're looking for, which is what I want to teach you. So the best killer of greediness is what? Is what? Grapetize ihlanga. Banomile. Kumama grapetize. It's gratitude or being grateful. Being grateful is accepting what you've been given. Because sometimes people, they talk about the trading plan. No, if you're a trader, you must have it. You've seen those traders. Yeah, you must have a trading plan. My trading plan is 1% a day. When I risk 1%, we're sure 100 rand. Yeah, well, so you see what it doesn't make sense. But the reason why I'm saying that it's unrealistic, it's because if a person is saying, I'm risking 2% of my account every day, that's unrealistic. So the most realistic thing is you being honest with yourself and trading what you see, and you take that opportunity. When you see profit, you close, you execute, you make sure that you're there. You are doing it as you go. If you don't have confidence, you enter the market, you use a minimum lot size. You don't go greed. Don't see someone who posted, maybe it's even if it's myself, I'm showing the charts now, I'm like, hey, I've made this much, and you're like, you, hey, Mashaya is doing better. No, it took more than 5 years. I deserve that. Now you deserve that. It's your level. It's not competition, guys. We are not in competition. You are not in competition. You are here to trade for yourselves. You know your problems. I will show you something here that will actually assist you better. You are here for yourself. We are not here to compete. Eventually, we can take the same trade, but it's very rare that we'll make the same money or make the same amount of money. So when you are not here to compete, you don't look at another person and then do that. Most people, the problem of greediness comes from that content you consume on TikTok and YouTube, where you're watching people, they like barcoding, Shama trade among they just drops instantly from $80 to $1 million. And like you. So each and every time you get to a point of execution, that memory kicks in, and then you are doing that with your real money, whereas the person was doing it with a visual money. So who's losing for real? You are the loser. Yeah, bo? So it's never gonna help you end of the day. So people, they do that for more views. They know it's if they do that, you are gonna show up. So you are the real person. That's why I started with saying you are the real person. You must be genuine with yourself. You need to be honest with yourself. That's what will help you. After that honesty, right? You by doing these things, you won't fall under pressure of anything. It will help you long time. Most people, if I can just disclose, most people these days, as you see in those charts of which where now you assume no, it's motivation. I seeing other people are doing it. No, I'm not gonna unfollow this guy. I'm not gonna delete these groups. It keeps me motivated. It's not motivation. It's peer pressure. It's not inspiring you. It's depressing you. Because when you're looking at that, you are comparing yourself indirectly. Because the minute you see that video, your mind at the back of it goes like, yo, something's wrong with me. Maybe if my father didn't. It has nothing to do with your father. Yeah. So now you are planning on the wrong things. Which say, if this didn't happen, if that couldn't happen, then it would have been bad. That is not the actual case. So understanding that you are the real person living in a real world, trading a real market, trading real money, you need to respect your money. Very much important that you respect your money and you do everything accordingly. You don't risk carelessly. You are trading real money. It's very much important that you stick by the rules and you follow those rules. It's not about being nice. The reason why I could give you the benefits of me being rude, it's not being rude. The question behind that rudeness is, do you know what you fucking want? Because if you don't know value, you're looking for an excuse to quit. So if you watch my video like, this guy is rude, it's not me. So when are you gonna make me an excuse? Would say that guy, yeah, he's already trading, so he doesn't care about other people. That's why he's talking to people like that. That's why he disrespects people. Mean if I talk, I may say something offensive, but I say that something in passing. Being rude is follow. Yabo mase ngithi ngihleli kuwena. Ngikufollowish, that is being rude. Yabo. Like yeah, look ngibuyelile. But if I'm just going to say a remark in passing, that is passing. You can see on my lives. But the question behind my behavior is, how serious are you? Easily, those very who are like passing by, they easily fall off or they easily weather away. And even for me, I don't want to work with people who have no intention. I don't want to work with people who have no purpose. I don't want to work with people who have no goals. When you are just there to trade, what are you trading for? Write down your plans. What are you trading? What are you working towards? You can't hit a target without aiming. Yabo? You can't hit a target. Writing your goals down and timing them is very much important because you will not be a drifter. You will not be someone who's just like. Because if you don't have an upright and honest plan, you end up being someone who takes anything. You are easily influenced or you are easily bribed from your own goals because you don't know what you're looking for. And the devil has this trick. I'll say, okay, each and every time we can't explain why something is wrong, we say it's the devil, right? If you don't understand, it's the devil, okay. The devil has this thing of, if you want something, you know you want the 714, right? Let's say, for example, you want a book. Right before payday, you just get an inbox. Did you know that if you invest 1,000, you'll get 20,000 by Friday? And then you're like, hey, Mashaya wants, but if I start here, then I can be able to have some and then give Mashaya his. Yabo? That's the devil saying, do you really want this? So, for everything that you want, there will always be something that comes in between. Everything. Think about it. The first time you bought your car, you got a message, or there was a funeral home, someone died, or something tragic happens. To take away your intention and your purpose, to redirect it. Mostly in life, that's a question whereby, do you want that thing really or you don't? And if you don't, it's going to be troublesome for you. So you end up losing more. So if your goals and your intention is not as heavy as it is, you will always be easily withered away. Wash off. You see? So, on top of your goals, right, I mentioned 3 of the priority things, which is paying off your debts, buying yourself a house, getting yourself a car. Yeah, business is lasting, right? So, on those things, you write the amount of the car, the amount of your loans, how much you have left. So, as you trade, you know that you are depreciating the amount and you are getting closer. It's hard to hit a target that you are not aiming for. It makes it difficult. So, now, writing your plan, writing your goals down alone, that's put you in line. If something comes now and say, hey, you know you're like, this is where I am. Have you seen how strict people who really trade the 714 are? They're just like me, because they know. If you talk about something else, they tell you straight off. Yeah, well? And because it's working for them, they've seen. One thing I love about 714 method, you don't testify with me. You testify with yourself. You don't say, hey, 714 method is working, Mashaya bought a car. 714 method is working, hey, Mashaya has a double. No, you say I. That's why the transformation is. That's the story that needs to be heard. It should be about you. What did 714 method did for you? Even for those who are here for the first time. It's what you do from this moment going forward. You see? Typical example you can see here, that is my penna. That's me, sexy as ever. That's my penna here. What's missing here? Someone raise a hand and tell me what's missing. What's different in this seminar than other seminars you've attended? Some of you have been to this venue for 20 times, I know. What's different from this seminar and the ones that you usually attend? Speak up. Speak like you just killed CPI. It's the broker. There's no broker penna here. Why? Because it's a me thing. So this tells you what? Most of these guys you praise and inspire and whatsoever, they are being fed by brokers. Check their content. Revisit their content. It's broker. Flash my log. Why? Because I have an identity. I don't care whether you come and what you try to influence me. If indeed better, just fall off. Whether you come umkhulu kanjani, I don't care. Why? Because I do me. Independence. That's why we do this. For independency. You are here to be your own independent trader. You are not here to be Masha's boy trading. And please, when you start trading, I know the first few days you could be excited, hey, killed it. Hey, my parents, stop sending me screenshots every day. It's annoying. Send some and then cut it. How? Every day, and again, and today, it's working. That's what I told you in the first place, or that's what I promised you in the first place. So now you know it's working. You see? So people, they actually delay themselves on that. But I know they're excited, because one of the challenges we have as Forex traders is the excitement. We fail so much in life, no one likes us. No one, even if we start winning, we have no one to talk to, no one to share. Because when you're doing something good, you want to tell someone. Yeah, but most of us will be in a report, hey, Baba, ngipasile, Baba. To say hambi, how? Yeah, uyabuya, phela isonto. Uyabuya kuphela inyanga. Sehambile ke lapho, yabo. But the most important thing is, I don't know what this actual thing is called, but we lack people to share our exciting moment with. It's just like when you're starting off trading, get the same trash talk, it's a scam, doesn't work, blah, 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 you're losing money, you're wasting your time. It's all the negative talk. Yabo? And then once you start winning, when you share that with them, now they want to borrow your money. So that's why most of the time you need to learn. You know what I say in the key opening words will help you in the long term. Be honest with yourself and be happy with yourself. Accept yourself for who you are. Be real. Because if you don't do that, you will always look for other people to gratify you. You will always want people to like, yeah, you did it. You need to be like, I don't know. But you need to accept this within yourself. Contain it. Because as soon as you start making money, things will change. Some of you here, they're like, hey, I have morals. Mashaya can't do anything to me. Mashaya is rude. Mashaya is this. No, you are broke. Some people will say, Mashaya, you are disrespectful. Please be humble. God will this. And then they threaten you with the Bible. Where is Wabon al-Basebenzel? Patangi collab. And then they threaten you with the Bible and say, no, Mashaya, you need to be humble and this and this. No, you are only humble because you're broke. Poverty is humbling you. Yeah, because some people, they contradict this, right? There is humbleness, and then there is confidence. A person who's like very much stable with everything that they need and everything that they do, they are confident. And then when a person sees you doing things openly, you don't know the other side. And then that's this one, you're pap, yeah. And when I own the loan, that we born loan, because you're not looking at it with poverty eyes. So perception plays a long way. how you look at things changes over time. And how you look at life in general changes over time. Yeah, so I really, not to say admire, but if you tend to check how townships and towns are built, there is something that is called hypnotic rhythm. Hypnotic rhythm. Hypnotic rhythm is a term that means each and every settlement is saved and monitored by how the people of that location think. Sentin is Sentin because of the people who stay in Sentin think like people in Sentin. If you take a person who stays in Sentin and then you put them in Alexandra, it's foreign for them. It's more like a foreign land. Their thinking will not work there. So they will need to adjust. And if you take someone from Alexandra and then you put them here, their thinking, their vibration, like each and every place is a vibration of thoughts that keep that place in that particular position. Hence, that's why it's difficult to change, even if you want to. Because when you can want to do that, but the vibration of that area, that's what is called hypnotic rhythm. It has become permanent. For this place to remain like this, the people who come here, this is how they should think, this is what they should do, this is what they should act. It's like that. So if you want to escape, you need to actually live up to where you want to be. Think outside of the box. So you need to escape the box and think of where you want to go. That's the only way. Yeah, from the school I went to, for now I'm the only guy who's like top. Yeah, but I never knew that. I never saw it coming myself because they were good students, A students. Maglando ma trophy there. About joking, the better the old teach and nan. About the meeting old teach, but I collab. And then so looking at all of that, based on my own thinking, it really changed. The only thing that's put me where I am, it's how I thought. I was thinking different from all of those people. Yeah, but my thinking was also encouraged by where I want to go. I didn't know when I'll be financially free. I didn't know when I'll do this, even this public speaking thing. I started long in high school because, assembly, they'll generally have those things and my debates. But I never did anything. Like I never done any competitions in school that I will go and participate with other school. I think I did just once. Now, I be serious. But even right now, I'm doing it effortlessly because it's a cousin. I don't have to plan for what I'm going to talk about. That's why I can say whatever I want. And whenever I'm put in a position whereby I have to speak in a box, I can't do that. Yeah, but yes, I may stick to the topic and actually what is happening. But for me, I'm a person who's like open. So I love to be me. Do everything as I want openly. So people in places, they are all monitored by systems which are there, systems of thoughts. Everything comes by thoughts, then a system, an actual thing, and then a monitoration. So think of this word, hypnotic rhythm. Yeah, there's this say you can take me out of the ghetto, but you can take the ghetto out of me. Same thing. You got it? So it comes with that mentality. So you take someone from the ghetto, you put them elsewhere. It's like you can take them out of the ghetto, but the mentality of a ghetto person, you can't take it out of them. That's why they call hustlers. I hate that word. I hate it. I know Teachers Boo has a hustler's corner. The reason why I hate the term hustle, hustling puts you in a position or a mentality state that everything you have to suffocate to get it. You have to work hard to get it. So you need to feel the pain for you to get it. That's why I hate the term hustling. Because if you get the right information, you just go straight to money. If you get connections, you go straight to money. So why hustle? Yeah, So when you're just suffocating, you are not making any progress. Because people who want to succeed, they succeed. People who want to hustle, they stay in the hustle and suffocate. So you choose what you want. And some would say Forex trading, is it what? Is it a skill? It's what? Hey, you need a trading skill. But as a painting in Forex. Because a skill, it's something that has to apply with physicality. But understanding is the actual thing that you need. Actual thing that you actually need in order for you to win. Are we together? Now you may leave. So this prep talk, it's what makes you the trader. What you do in the chart is the last thing. Because if you go there with your debits order that's just been subtracted, you're not going to listen. But if I tell you the real part, you would say, forget about that. And here's the another most important thing. There's a lot of important things. Oh, how many people here want to be millionaires? Raise your hand. Millionaires, millionaires, millionaires. At least this guy is accepting what is broke. Millionaires, millionaires. So, here's the thing for those of you who wants to be a millionaires, right? Here's my best advice for those of you who wants to be millionaires. The first thing is, if you want to be a millionaire, it's very much important that fuck off to the millionaire mentality. Fuck the millionaire mentality. Why? Because that puts you under pressure. Forget about that. Forget about the lifestyle. Forget about everything. Focus on one trade per day. One trade per day. You keep on trading. Keep on trading. Because if you're going to have this bar that you are looking up to, that's why each and every time when you are trading, why? Because you want it to go to that million. But if you focus on what you are making now, what you're making as you enter, you make more money. So, we are all here from different levels. Some of you here, you still stay with your parents. Some here are working. Some here, they have money. Some here have retired. Some here got divorced, so they gotta share. Some here, they got inheritance, or you have like a lump sum of money. The most important thing that I'm trying to trying to bring to your attention is, as I said, don't compare yourself to someone else. Because someone is just wanting to trade so they can pay rent. Someone wants to trade so they can just maintain the household. Someone wants to trade so they can renovate their house. Someone wants to trade so they can make more money, maybe start a business, maybe build cottages or whatever, a shop, whatsoever establishment they want to do. So if when your task is to trade for rent, and when you want to trade for what? Maybe renovating a house, you're never gonna match. Yeah, why? Because when you are under pressure, trade like where you are. Trade reality, guys. Don't trade hopes. Yeah, so, for example, if, let's say, you live with your parents. If you're staying with your parents, you don't really have to do much. Because the amount of money that you need is just money to maybe take care of your own, cosmetics, maybe buy yourself something, get yourself equipment and stuff. Be a child. Most people these days don't want to be children. They don't want to enjoy, like being a boy at home. Yeah, but as soon as they make little money, they want to take off the whole expenses. Fuck you. That's the parents' duty. When if you're trading, make sure what you're taking care of yourself. You are grooming yourself. You make money, you take care of yourself, you do all of that, and then you continue to do that. If you are working, let's say maybe if you're working, you're able to save up to, let's say, 2,000, for example. On the 2,000 that you're saving, you don't take, from now, you don't take all of it and then you put it into trading. You take half of that, you put 1,000 into your trading account. Even that 1,000, you can even divide it into 500. And then when you trade, you're trading normal. trading normal lot size every day for a month, you can double that account. Yeah, but it all applies on consistency. So trade on average. So the more you do that over time, instantly the confidence grows because you are constantly winning. You are not greed. You are growing well. It's more like a compound strategy. Trust me. It's more like a compound strategy. And sooner than, like, in a very short space of time, you'll make more money than you ever thought you'd make. Hence, I always receive calls of people crying. People who've been trading for years, they've never made a withdrawal. They don't even know 1,000. But since they started following my instructions, they're making a lot of money they never thought. And the first time I told my guys, go Taibo, as I'm getting these calls, like people phone, they're crying, bang, they were like, I'm lying. And then I took my phone, I gave it to Laz. Most of the time, it's same thing here, manj. Yeah, but sometimes people they phone while we're driving. So now we have a person who's crying on the phone because they just made a lot of money, and we have to play along. So we just mute the person and laugh. I'm not saying I'm not saying don't call, guys. Continue to call. Yeah, but it's but it's the reason why I do that, I allow the person to express. Because for many people, they are just but they've never seen a withdrawal. They've never made withdrawals. So having to see that you yourself, you've made money, you didn't give Mashaya any money to do it for you, you did it yourself. That's a breakthrough. And that's a lifetime thing. So you can continue with the same perception of how you're looking at the markets on and on and on and on. Very much important. You see? So that's where I am. Where was I? Okay. And then for those people now, you know what is your problem, what is your budget. Just try to reach that budget. You know your main debt. Just try to eliminate all your debts with that minimum lot size according to your account sizes I'm going to show you here. And then when you've done that now, let's say you are able to cover your household expenses with your trading profits. Or maybe you take your salary because eventually, as it comes, it goes. So maybe then your salary covers your household expenses, and then now you make money from this account of which now that is what you're saving up. So you don't spend it now. Yeah, you save it up, you save it up, you save it up, then over time it builds up. And then we have this, I'm trying to find a better word. Okay, there's no better word. We have this black people's problem of approval. You guys seek approval in everything that you do. Now, fast forward in the future, you are trading 714 Pashash, you're starting to make money, you're seeing those profits coming. Then what do you do? What do you do? Now you want to make, what do you do? You want to buy your family a house. You see? You want to buy, it's your first profits. Maybe let's say you've made half a bar, right? You've made $500,000, you've never had $500,000 in your life, and then you take all of that money. I want to make my mom and my mother proud. You go back home, you extend the house, you renovate, you do everything, you put all the furniture, pashash. Forgetting one thing, you are not the favorite child. Hence, by doing so, you are looking for your mother's acceptance or your father's acceptance. You want them to respect you and treat you as part of the family. Once you're an outcast, you'll always be an outcast, regardless of how much you put in, whatever you do. My advice to you will be save yourself first. There is so many people who fall in short of that. Once they start making money, they go back home, they invest everything. You have children, you take them back home. And your parents will tell you that this is my house. They don't care about what you did. Value, you are not the favorite child. Because those who are favorites, they just there at home getting pregnant and borning children. It's all there. And it's chaotic. Put yourself first. You know this for sure. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Nobody gives a fuck about me. So why now when I get that taste of freedom, should I consider another person before me? So since you are here now, it's very much important that you put yourself first. You make the money, you save yourself. Because your children will never inherit that house. You can do everything, but you will never be accepted. That does not mean which you hate your parents. That does not mean which you do. Yes, after you've maintained yourself, then you bought the house, you find your own space, you got your car, you got whatsoever, you have extra cash, and then as you continue to trade, you will make enough money. Then you can go back. And if they don't accept you, kono kumblekaya, kono tatako, kono. So there are many reality shows that can help you go back. Yeah, but most importantly, you need to save yourself first. That's what I'm talking about right now, is what have killed a lot of people, especially graduates. As soon as they start making money, they get a good job, they take all the money, they put it back home. And shit happens, contract ends due to whatever reason. The person goes back home and they are treated like shit. Yabo? Bese umuntu aqala, "Hawu, hey, I did this." Useyabalisa manje. Why? Inhliziyo isibuhlungu. Hence, that person took that money and find themselves a very good settlement. They wouldn't have all of those problems. So it's very much important, guys. We are not here to learn to make money to lose money. As I said, in terms of lifestyle, yabo, yabona manje with your 600 here, right? Muswenze imali, gijima ya 6,000 man. Yeah, well, okay, I understand let's do some with. But let us not make money to lose money. Because now, imagine, think about this. Maybe you used to take a taxi to come to Sentin or whatsoever. Fast track, then you're starting seeing profits. You are Ubering here and there, Ubering. So you find out when you were using 1,000 to come to Sentin every month for transport. But now you are Ubering. Uber trip, maybe minimum 40 rands each trip. So that's 1,000 divided by 40 rand. How much is it? Metric. So now you divide that, I think it's like 12 or something. So that's like 12 trips. You see? So now 12 trips in a month, that's like less than 2 weeks. You see? So expenses, why? Because now when you want to pay better, and then you're increasing your lifestyle. So now you are bound in a month now, you'll find what you must have. Note this, you must have 4,000 for transportation alone. If you want to move to where you want to go, you must have 4,000. It's no longer a choice now of 1,000, but now it must be 4. So if you are trading now, you are trading with at least, let me make this 4,000 so that I can move. So you are backward, under pressure, of which is where I don't want you to be. Right? I'm not saying don't have a nice life, don't enjoy yourself, but while you do that, make sure which you are moving accordingly. Because I know some of you will make a lot of money, and short years after, they'll be in big debts. Mashaya 30 kak. Yeah, bro. It's a matter of you can be rich, you can make money, but how long will you be rich? Yeah, bro? You made your million, you went there, I saw new apartments there, they're selling for 900,000, like 1 room, bedroom, and those apartments, you see. Because when I want to show what you're successful, man, for me, auction, try it out, man. Yeah, bro? So, You do that only to find what after paying that 900K, you still need to pay levies, you still need to pay maintenance fees. If the whole apartment or the whole block is changing paint, you must have that budget. You need to buy electricity. Alexander Buropi, Lucas. Laos and a choice. So when you check out all of those costs, you'd find what in a month you need to pay about 6,000 compulsory. So now you have this 6,000 which is compulsory for you to maintain your household, and then you have this 4,000 of mobility. So now your expenses, they jump to 10,000 every month, which is demanded. Yeah, bo? So you're back in the trenches. So in order for you to enjoy money again, you need to make more. So that more puts you where? Back to greediness. And then where do you take that greediness out? In the market. And then if you are wrong, you lose more. And then you find the person doing what? They start to drink more now. They get into stuff. Yeah, but life is better. Some of you here, you don't smoke cocaine because you are broke. But once you sing a few thousand, 100,000s, you will smoke cocaine. I'm telling you. Phela manje uphuza elokishini bayidlela intsangu inyawo phelezi yonke indawo inento zakhona ezibhenywayo. Once you start making money, now you don't go to taverns, you go to clubs. Yeah, but in the tavern, Savannah is 160 rands. If you get into clubs, Savannah is 6-pack, it's 320. So you're paying a double. Yeah, but trying to maintain postal up. Yeah, but so why are you trying to catch up to that standard? And if you check over time, fast track, you are chilling with new friends. Yeah, but money it's people. So you meet other people there who have money. So they're taking you, hey, Brian, let's go there, let's go here. Say, let me do this, test this stuff. Hey, what is this? You'll feel good, man. Let's go. Yeah, but Tata now, I was no team, we had fire class, you know. And then fast time, shortly after that, you find yourself hooked. Kambusuya cool. Hey, Brian, that night I drank so much, I don't know what happened. I'm sick. I know, you need that stuff. Get any level up. And the cocaine is expensive. It's like 1,000. Powder and it's 1,000. And you will need that like to run throughout the day. Okay. Yeah, I think my people are here now. Let's start. I had a guy from DRC. Has he arrived? DRC. No, there was actually someone who said he's coming from DRC, so I wanted to confirm if he's here. It's you. Hey, are you good, my brother? Yeah, man. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I have someone else from Lesotho. About Tabis. Where is he? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ujuang Tat. Tamay Sink. Yeah. I do have a few people that I know. Thank you for watching this far. Make sure that you leave a comment in the comment section. You like the video and you share with your friends. But mostly, I would like you to join my community of the 714 method as we do our live trading, everyday interaction whereby we get to ask and answer your questions. Right. So remember, we're also trading with XM, our trusted broker. Open an account under XM. Use the code COPY714, which is whereby you will send an account number on our WhatsApp to prove that you have registered your account. And remember, XM will give you a 100% bonus when you make a deposit. So if it's your first time with XM, they will give you $30 worth of credit for you to trade and make money. The good thing is you are not alone. In the community, that's where we're gonna get more interaction and business market updates, whereby we are all observing how the market is moving on a day-to-day basis. See you on the other side.